Hello, my name is Daniel Burrus, and I've got a message for all of you that have been working on the front lines as key caregivers. And that is, first of all, thank you. Thank you on behalf of all of the people that you have helped, all the people that you've served, all of those families that you've touched, because remember, it's not just the person you're taking care of, it's all the loved ones that care about them. And you've been doing it in an amazing and giving way. So thank you on behalf of all of those. You know, when you think about it, when a teacher teaches a child how to multiply, they don't say, wow, thank you, I'm really going to need that in the future. And you just have to know in your heart that you're doing the right thing. And I think you've known in your heart that you've been doing the right thing every day when you go in and you give it your all. And I want you to know that, number one, there's a lot of gratitude out there that doesn't get expressed back to you, but it is there. Secondly, I want you to know that the pandemic will end. Now, again, for 36 years, 7 best-selling books, over 3,000 speeches, I've been predicting the future, and I've got a track record of being right. By the way, how do I do that? I leave out the parts I can be wrong about. But it's amazing how much you can be right when you know how to look. And I'll tell you about that in just a second. And one thing I know that I call a hard trend, it's based on a future fact, the pandemic will indeed end. What will you be remembered for when it ends? And that's something we should be thinking about now. What will we be remembered for? And I think you're creating those little touch points, those memorable moments on a daily basis. And when you're going home and you're worn out and you're tired after a long and hard day of fighting the fight, and you know you're going to be back fighting the fight again, know it's the right fight to fight, and that there is gratitude, even though it's not always expressed in an open way. Secondly, I mentioned the ability to anticipate. You can anticipate or you can react. And we do a lot of reaction as caregivers, but we can also anticipate. Anticipate means, what are the problems that I'm going to have? And there's the way I can pre-solve it so I don't have it in the first place. How many times have you said, I knew that was going to happen? By the way, why did you let it? So our instinct is pretty good about those things. So if we know we're doing something and we're setting ourselves up for a problem, speak up. Get other colleagues to speak up to see if we can pre-solve that problem before it actually happens. Secondly, we're dealing with a lot of problems. And whatever problem you've got, if it seems that you can't solve it, it's because you're working on the wrong problem. Dig down a little deeper, peel the onion back to get down to what the real problem is, because I found every problem is solvable. I'm an advisor to the Joint Chiefs. I work with leaders from hospitals all over the world, as well as other companies like the Googles and the Amazons. And whatever problem they've got, that isn't it. There's another one. This is true for you too. So there is no unsolvable problem once you define what the real problem is. I'll give you a quick example. I've got a niece that has her first job. And I was talking to her and she said, Uncle Dan, I can't save any money. I'm trying hard to save money, I just can't save any. And she knows it's possible because her older sister, Audrey, can save money like crazy, but Hallie can't save money. And I said, well, you're working on the wrong problem. You need to be working on how you spend money. If you spend money better, you'll find yourself saving by default. See, she was working on the wrong problem. So as problem solvers, which caregivers are, we all are, let's make sure we're working on the right problem, because once you define the correct problem, you can see a solution. Let's ask ourselves in an anticipatory versus reactionary way, what are the problems I know I'm going to have? So maybe I could pre-solve that and not have it in the first place. And then third, this is about the significant work you're doing. You're not doing things for personal success, you're helping others. And we know we're doing the right thing. So again, thank you. And as a thank you, I'm going to give you a copy, a hardcover copy of my last best-selling book, because I think it'll help you. It's called The Anticipatory Organization. So thank you for your service. We all appreciate it. And fight the fight, and the pandemic will indeed end. Thank you.